It's the Late Night Locals on U92 with your boy Bangarang and your man Lam. Powered by Echo. Elite Smoke and Vape. Keys to the hip-hop industry and self-expression music.
U92 is Bangarang. I'm here with Lam. It's the Late Night Locals. What's going on, fam? Who we got today, bro?
Yo, what up, Bang? Yo, had to bring a local legend, in my opinion, to the room. Somebody that's been touring the United States, doing his thing for a long time now, representing Salt Lake City hip-hop for so long. My man, G-Life.
Yeah, what's up?
How you doing, bro?
I'm great. Happy to be here. Just got back from Las Vegas and Denver.
Okay.
Brought my violinist.
Hey, Mr. Ethan.
Yep.
Mr. Didn't bring nobody no tacos. It's all good. I'm just playing. So, have y'all been together since you've been writing, since you've been performing?
No, we're both lifelong musicians. I played in bands in like elementary and junior high even, and he's a classically trained musician, violinist, has been doing the same thing since about the same age. We linked up about 10 years ago for a great live performance, and we've been doing it like that ever since.
Okay. How long you been writing, bro?
I've been writing 20 years plus. I mean, always been writing poetry. First album I dropped was 12 years ago. Maybe quite a lot longer than that. But I've been working with Lam on the last few albums of mine, self-expression music.
Okay.
Dub Sem. I've toured with this guy, toured with this guy. Yeah.
Toured with everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the listeners who may not have heard you before, what style of music? Who have you been compared to?
All types of people. Eminem, obviously, you get that sometimes. But some of my favorites have been like Amon,
okay,
and Brother Ali.
Okay.
Lyrical rappers,
Okay. So you're
and
lyrical.
Some singing, So I've been called Aaron Carter. It just depends,
The disrespect.
Depends what track. It depends on all that, man.
Disrespect. Where can we find your music on social media?
GeorgeLife.com. All
Okay.
social media is at GeorgeLife, all over the place.
Okay. And your music, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere?
Spotify, G-Life, Pandora, G-Life, everywhere. And then themasterq.com as well for the violin.
Master Q. And what's your social media?
At Master Q Ball at pretty much everything.
Okay.
It's the same tag, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, the whole thing.
Okay. Boom. Follow him. Let's go.
You've been out on some tours recently, right?
Yes, sir.
What was the last tour that you was on, man?
We called it the Die Higher Tour, and we played the regular spots: Cortez, Colorado; Denver, Colorado; Logan, Utah; Salt Lake, Utah; Las Vegas, Nevada. I've been building a team of lifers out in Vegas with Charlie Madness, and Colorado with a couple guys, Cadaver Cult. DJ Pookie's out there in Colorado right now, and so we got like a tri-state area thing going.
Right. So who are some of your favorites and then some of your influences?
Tupac's always my favorite, number one. Got to be number one on that list. Nas, Eminem, Biggie, all those guys. I come from a grunge background as well. Nirvana, Pearl Jam. I like all that good stuff. Locally, I grew up looking up to a bunch of these guys too, like Chaotic and Hef Doogie, self-expression music. I had a studio at Uprock for a long time. I've been in the scene, and I look up to a lot of the guys out here. They're all King Seville, Sick Lake. A lot of those guys are my buddies from when I was a teenager. I'd watch them rap, and it made me want to rap.
Right, definitely a big influence. What are some of the DJs out here that, you in the scene that you have just worked with and networked with?
Sure, almost a lot of them, So Sam I Am, Lamont, DJ Pookie. When I linked up with DJ Pookie, he's from the EDM side of things, and him and I did 1,000 shows together, till he moved to Colorado. And it was a trio for a long time, myself and Cue Ball and DJ Pookie. But, you know, I went on tour with Street Jesus. I've had a lot. DJ Kel Rock was definitely one of the big influences for me, you know. But shout outs to all of the guys that are doing their thing, Handsome Hands and Erocalypse and, you know, yeah, all those guys.
How did it feel knowing, just getting hit up about, yo, you're going to be on U92 with your man DJ Bangarang?
Oh, yeah, that's awesome, man. That's a big deal. I was excited about it.
Right.
You know, and I've seen, like I was just mentioning with Bangarang, I saw that he was headlining some shows up in Boise with some of those guys that I know as well. And always very happy for you as a member of Self-Expression Music. You know, you've helped me out a lot in my career. So this is a big highlight for me. I go to KRCL, ton of radio shows, but I've never been in U92 in the many years I've been doing this, you know. So it's a staple of Utah hip-hop. So I appreciate them opening the doors to you guys and opening them to me. Give me the keys, as they might say, you know.
Hey, shameless plug. I see you.
You got something, Bang?
Nah, I'm good, fam. I'm just enjoying, because I'm just enjoying this. Like, I'm learning shit.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, this is dope, man. Like, it's really cool. Like, I say it, like, every week. Like, these guys have really done a good job of, like, selecting artists to come up here. And everyone that's come up here has been, like, very passionate about their work and everything. And it's really good stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
I agree.
Keep up the good work, bro.
There's a lot of hard workers out here on all sides, from DJs to rappers to promoters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What are some of the first locals that you remember hearing on U92? I mean, being that this is 20 years of local hip hop, we're here at U92.
On U92?
Yeah.
You know, Hog Boss,
Right.
Chino,
Right.
what that Ringtone song you produced, you know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, that was probably the first one I heard on U92. It was Ringtone, Hog Boss. And
What about you, Bang? What locals do you know that have been, I mean, obviously we've been playing a lot of locals recently, but what locals do you know that have been getting played here on U92 over the last 20 years of this hip hop?
I've only been a part of U92 for the past 5 years.
Right.
So in the past 5 years, we haven't really we haven't really done much, if I'm like being honest. So
No, that's
I
straight
can't
up,
answer
man.
that. I can't give you like an honest answer.
yeah, it was
like, I'm not gonna bullshit you.
it was rare to hear some locals on U92. That's why I think it's so important what you guys are doing right here.
Yeah.
Right. And it is. It's huge. So shout out to you. Also shout out to DJ Bang. You know what I mean? Allowing and making this happen in his time and his hour. So props to my
Absolutely.
man.
Shout out to
because he
DJ
does this.
Bangarang for sure.
So, yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, that's what it is. Your man Lam, DJ Bangarang, Late Night Locals, G-Life, Keys to the Industry, Echo. Make sure you come down to the Echo and check us out.
Bet. Well, yo, I'm excited. I'm sure everybody listening is excited, so let's get to it.
Yeah, that's what it is. My man G-Life, Self-Expression Music. This that track.
Yeah, this is a remix of a new song called Firewalker.
Okay.
Only on U92.
But I kept walking with my tears and my pride, and I never cared if I lived or I died. The haters gotta wait until the river runs dry, cause I've been beat up and bullied my entire life, and it hurts every day, but that's the name of the game. Some people walk around with nothing but pain. I got nowhere to go, so I walk through the flames. I got nothing to show for it but a damaged brain, a damaged life, and damaged relationships. And I lost my wife, I wanna hang, I hate this biz. So many years, I don't know whose face this is. In the mirror, just cold shoulders and shamelessness. Everybody always says, G, stay strong. So many many people made me feel like a pawn. They never cared about me, they're not wrong. But someday they'll miss me when I'm gone. 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 I'm a misfit, I'm misunderstood, I'm a monster. I'm a valiant vigilante, I'm more of a marauder. I'm the firewalker, as you scream my name I walk through it slowly cause I love the pain. I'm a misfit, I'm misunderstood, I'm a monster. I'm a valiant vigilante, I'm more of a marauder. I'm the firewalker, as you scream my name I walk through it slowly cause I love the pain. What the hell is wrong with me? I never fit in. I always got in trouble ever since I was a kid. I wasn't smart enough to do the things the other kids did. Life is a round hole and I'm a square peg. I never complained, hell, I never even noticed. I had 2 loving parents to keep me focused and 2 loving sisters to help me cope with all the bullies and emotions. I transcribed and wrote it, and when I grew up, I kept that clip loaded. I watched Death Witness, heads exploded. It went from to Dean to the coded. They all reap what they sowed, they all the show did. But I'm still trying to smile, I'm still alive. I still do shows like 5 out of every 7 nights. I'm getting older but never been afraid of a fight. You don't wanna be around me when karma strikes.
It's the Late Night Locals on U92 with your boy Bangarang and your man Lam. Powered by Echo, Elite Smoke and Vape, keys to the hip-hop industry and self-expression music.
U92, it's the Late Night Locals. Lam, who we got, bro? What's up?
Yo, what up, DJ Bang, your man Lambo. You know, we had to reach out to the family out here. Somebody that's been doing something out here, pushing hard, working hard in the local scene, Zac Ivie.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing, guys? How you doing?
We good, fam. How are you?
Good, man. Nice, cool night in Salt Lake City. I never thought I would see the day where I was in the U92 studio too. So it's like the underground stuff. So I appreciate you guys bringing me out here, man. I appreciate it all.
Well, we're happy to have you here. So, first off, nice jacket.
Thanks, man.
We talked about it off here, but I
Thanks,
had to
man.
get that. Y'all, he is in here in a Hennessy jacket.
Windbreaker, yeah.
Yes, my girl's gonna be so mad because I'm about to go buy one.
Yeah, no, I'll hit you with the Instagram. I'll send you their website over because they got a lot of gear.
Bet.
I'm sorry, Bangarang's girlfriend for that one, but
Sorry, should be all right. So are you from Salt Lake?
yeah, born and raised in Salt Lake City. Lived in kind of all over from the north side to the south side. I mean, West Valley, South Jordan, Salt Lake. I literally lived on 1st and 5th too, so right down the street from here too, not too long ago. So grew up around here,
Salt
grew up
Lake.
around the vibe, grew up around the different cultures that come around here. So
Okay.
yeah.
How long have you been writing?
I've been writing since I was 17. So my junior year of high school, I joined poetry club, and it all started out. It all started out with slam poetry. It all started out in that realm, and I was kind of getting murked on stage by people.
Mm-hmm.
Those slam poets will make you feel one way, make you laugh, and then make you cry by the end of it. And mine weren't I was let's put it over a beat real quick, and then it kind of just evolved from there into hip hop, and so.
Okay.
Been active on the scene for 4 or 5 years now.
Okay.
Had my first show about 4 or 5 years ago, and then pretty much up from there. Yeah, pretty much doing stuff from then.
So, since you come from a poetry background, who are your influences?
Oh man, everything from the Shel Silverstein all the way up to listening to Def Jam poetry. Coming on and seeing just a lot of cool poets rip there. One of my favorite poets is actually from here. His name's Jesse Parent.
Okay.
And he's a national ranked poet. You might have seen him on the Button Poetry page every so often. But these are the people I guess who are really influencing my style. And I want to shout out to a buddy of mine, William Palomo, who is a poetry major He taught at a couple universities not too long ago. He's back here helping out. But he was the one who was like selling us his brother's mixtapes in 3rd grade. And we were like, I was hearing Dougie Fresh. I was hearing like all these different mixes and thinking like, whoa, like my whole world just opened up to a whole different, genre of music that I'd never been exposed to. So that's really where it started. It was like 3rd grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what, for people who might not have heard you, who could they compare your style to, or who are you comparable to?
It depends on the mood, man. Yeah, it depends on the
drinking that Henny or not.
Yeah, it depends on the mood. It depends on what I've had in my system, But a lot of big influences of mine. Brother Ali. I really have like a huge like ska punk background that I like found during like elementary or like late elementary, middle school, and so. There's a lot of different things. So put it in perspective, like my very first concert was Prince.
Ooh.
Yeah, he was the symbol, right? He was the symbol, but that was like my very first concert. My mom took me to it. So it was like, it was coming from the 80s. It was coming from here. It was coming from listening to Jay-Z, listening to Outkast, so.
Okay, cool.
If people would say my style is kind of just my style, I guess.
Okay.
I try not to mimic or bite styles, so. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Personally, when I heard the record, I would say it was comparable to like a Logic type vibe if it was U92 lane. You know what I mean? And that's where I would put you at on that like type vibe. But also, then I've seen him at the shows. I've heard him on some trap stuff. I've heard him on the pure hip hop. I'm like, wow, this guy's really versatile with his vibe. What crew locally do you roll with?
Right now I'm rolling with CSC is a big part of like this newest album coming out. I'm really good friends with like the Dirt First crew out here. I'm really good friends with Motivation Printing over there. That's my main man Morgan. He's the one who basically prints all of our merchandise. He prints merchandise for a lot of people around town. But for the longest time it was just solo dolo, just kind of recording at my house, mixing and mingling. I was never really like clicky in high school either. It was like sometimes you'll catch me hanging out with like the trap artists. Sometimes it was with the Latin artists. Sometimes it was just with the hip hop heads, the old heads. So it's kind of all over the place. I really my biggest influence or my favorite MC off like the top is just Brother Ali's one of my favorite. I'm a big Rhyme Sayers fan, and so I would say I try to like stick to like that in its sense. So you have like
lyrical.
You have like, and lyrics are just like a big part of it too, because you have like different artists inside that whole camp that do different music everywhere. So that's kind of what I like.
Shout out to CSC, shout out to Sadie that was on the show.
Yeah.
So Sadie is part of the camp. They're clicked up. I'm just pointing the fact out that CSC is out here killing and doing their thing.
So
2 artists out here repping on Late Night Locals.
Me and Sadie just dropped a music video 3 days ago, and I mean it's been it's been well received by a lot of my people, and that's all I can hope for, is that people like the vibe, they like the feel of the next song, they like the lyrics, man. The lyrics are what I take all the time on, so if that and the beat come together well, then good project.
Well, bro, so what's the name of this track we're about to listen to?
The name of this track that we got coming up is Good Morning, and it's produced by a producer named Ascend. And just one of those feel-good tracks. I grew up listening to some Kanye, so it kind of had that, like, I heard that high-pitched singy stuff in there and was like, okay, cool. Like, I like the vibe of this. So it's called Good Morning, produced by Ascend, and by me.
And where can we find you on social media?
Zac Ivie, ZACIVIE, and that's across all platforms. That's across, all listening platforms. That's across all social media. Try to make it easy to find. Google Zac Ivie, and you'll probably find me somewhere. So
all Apple.
Yep,
Spotify,
Apple, Spotify, Amazon, SoundCloud, even YouTube. Trying to think of other Tidal. There's a couple other that I'm missing on here. But there's all those many platforms.
We can find you anywhere.
Yeah, basically anywhere. My music's up. It's out there. So go listen to it. Tell somebody about it. Hope you like it.
Cool.
Hope you like it. Hey, yo, this is Zac Ivie. You're listening to the track Good Morning on U92, produced by Ascend. I hope you guys have a good morning. Late.
Yeah. Good morning, my man. Notebook, but a nightstand. just like I'm Tyson. This is my chance, while I'm still alive, just to prove why I'm out fighting, why I'm still grinding and finding myself from day to day, page to page. I pray the Lord don't take it all away, because life could just stop any minute, get dropped any minute, and I ain't see my pops in a minute. No sentence ever caught me a Benz, it's just not my minute. Keep the keys, I gladly walk to the finish line. And it ain't quitting time. If it's a handout, then it is a mine. Good morning, my man. Notebook by the nightstand. Problems erased when I get to right hand. Good morning, my man. Notebook by the nightstand. Problems erased when I get to right hand. Good morning, my man. Notebook by the nightstand. Problems erased when I get to right hand. Good morning, my man. Notebook by the nightstand. Let me flip it on the real this time. Let that brother run under the hill this time. What you think gonna do to build your mind? Never let another homie steal your shine. Steal your shine, you'll be fine. Backing undercover when they hear that rhyme. Jumping every syllable to kill that line. If it ain't a pillar, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So wake up, wake up. Days of what you make them. Late night conversations turn to morning motivations. I'm so grateful, grateful. Every day I feel so grateful. Grateful for supporters and I'm grateful for my haters. Life is changing. Future life arrangements. Wifing up my lady, then it's flights up to Jamaica. The city lights will try to break ya. Long as you wake up like good morning, my man. Good morning. Notebook by the nightstand. Problems erased when I get to right hand. Good morning, my man. Notebook by the nightstand. Problems erased when I get to right hand. Good morning, my man. Notebook by the nightstand. Problems erased when I get to right hand. Good morning, my man. Notebook by the nightstand. Problems erased when I get to right hand.
Yo, the way I break them with cadences make them think they favorite ish just ain't the ish that they say it is. I've been crazy with pen and pages, ain't hanging with friendly strangers. I stay to win, came to win, play to win. I've been working every angle. I'm a monster on the track. Drop a bomb and cop a mother and sponsor off a rap. Y'all was whack, close confidants will probably think you lack in the audience or ambience. In fact, know your facts, know your facts, know your craft, know your tracks. No, you can't step on stage like that. How you gon' catch record, catch up, can play like that? Pioneer flow when I whoa, the way I blaze my path. I turned around and left my city, then I came right back. Yo, I still got work to do. Shouts out to U92, we keep it cool. We in the booth, I got this microphone. I'm about to pass it off and leave the lights on like.
It's the late night locals on U92 with your boy Bangarang and your man Lam. Powered by Echo. Elite Smoke and Vape, keys to the hip hop industry and self-expression music.